Hey folks, this is Kalani. Patch 1107 is finally here, introducing a bunch of new content for us to sink our teeth into. We've got a new zone, a powerful new ring that everyone will want to pick up, and plenty of cosmetic rewards to add to your collection. But doing specific things first will help you save time and speed up all of your other activities in the patch. So let's go over everything there is to do in patch 11.0.7, how you can quickly get your Cyrces Circlet ring, how to upgrade it and get those powerful gems, and what we think you should focus on first. Now before we jump in, be sure to hit on that like button and subscribe so you never miss another video. The first thing you're going to want to get done is unlock the new zone and get that crazy powerful ring. To do so, you'll want to pop by Dornagal and head to the Foundation Hall. This is the big room with the portals back to your capital cities. In here, you're going to find an earthen NPC named Dawn with a pink triangle important quest called the Expedition Awaits. This is the quest line that will lead you to the new zone, Siren. Just follow through these quests and you'll come upon a tomb with a singing crystal. This is where you will pick up your ring. You just steal it off the skeleton lying next to the crystal. Follow the quests a little bit longer and you'll get teleported back to the hub. That's it. That's all you have to do to get your ring. Just complete some very quick story quests. Now the ring itself doesn't do too much. We're going to need to collect some singing citrine gems to sock it into it. That's where the real power lies. You'll get your first gem from a quest shortly after you pick up your ring. This one increases your secondary stats so you can equip the ring and have it be somewhat useful right away. It's important to note that when you've unlocked your ring and first gem on one character, all of your alts will be able to completely skip over the introduction questline and get their ring and first gem immediately, so you only have to do the intro stuff once, which is always nice to see. At this point, a lot of content will open up for you, including weekly quests and events that are going to be very important for your overall progress, but before you do any of that stuff, I would strongly recommend you open up your world map and find the yellow quest called Peak Precision. It's towards the left-hand side of the island. This quest isn't all too important for your ring progress or the story of the island, but it unlocks a new way to move around the isle, which will be super useful, seeing as we cannot fly just yet. The quest introduces you to a rocket pack and asks you to do some quick surveying. Using the pack boosts you high into the air, and then you can use it again to come crashing down at your desired location. So you can use this pack to get up to those pesky cliffs or just make getting around the island faster and easier. When you complete the quest and hand it in, you'll unlock the ability to buy a rocket pack whenever you want for 10 flame blessed iron, and it lasts for an hour. So you can buy as many of these as you want, as often as you want, and you'll always be able to zip around the isle even without a flying mount. Now you can take this one step further. If you pick up some goblin gliders, either by crafting them or just buying them off the auction house, you can use the rocket pack to get some height and then use the goblin glider to glide to your desired location. This combo makes getting around the island incredibly easy, so before you go romping around the isle doing weekly quests and whatnot, I would strongly encourage you to unlock the rocket packs first. It just makes everything else so much easier and you're gonna save a bunch of time. So at this point we've got one gem for our ring, but we have two more sockets to fill. So how do we go about getting some more gems? There are two main sources of gems that we know of so far. The first is a weekly quest on the map that just asks you to complete activities on the isle and fill up the bar. You can kill monsters or rares, open treasure chests, complete events, or hand in weekly quests. It's pretty quick for the most part. Those weekly quests will also reward you with flame blessed iron, some crests, valor stones, and bronze celebration tokens, so they're definitely worth doing if you're interested in any of the other rewards in this patch. The second way to get gems is to complete excavation events. You can find this map in the middle of the quest hub, and if you click on it, you'll be able to see 3 events that you can contribute to. 2 of these events reward you with gems, so contribute flame blessed iron until the bar is full. When an event starts, it will pop up on your world map. Head on over, wait for the cave to open up, and kill whatever is inside, and you'll get the event rewards. So if you do the weekly fill up the bar quest and 2 excavations that reward gems, you'll get another 3 gems to add to your collection. There are 12 gems total, and we can only get 4 in the first week, 1 from the initial quest and then 3 from the weekly activities we just went over. So you can get 4 gems right now, which doesn't really give us much to tinker around with or really any variation, but as the weeks go by, more gems will become available to us until we have all 12. I'm also pretty sure that everyone will have the same gems at the same time, which means there's no RNG involved here, everyone gets the same stuff, and it actually makes it really easy to talk about which gems people are using and for what reason, and what players think are the most powerful options right now. Now for all of you altaholics out there, you'll be glad to know that you don't have to go through all of this on your alts. As soon as you've unlocked a gem on one character, you'll actually be able to purchase it from a vendor as a warbound until equipped item for 50 of the new Flame Blessed Iron currency. So you can just buy them and send them to your alts. The only annoying thing here is that the gems are scattered around 4 different vendors right now, so just make sure you check out every NPC with a vendor option if you cannot find the specific gem that you're looking for. So you don't have to do most of the content on the Siren Isle on your alts if you don't want to. Just skip over the introduction questline, get your ring and first gem, and then send over any gems you've already acquired from your main character. The next step is going to be upgrading your ring. It starts at item level 639, but you can upgrade it all the way to item level 658, making it the most powerful ring we can get our hands on before Season 2 starts. The dev team actually said they want this ring to compete with Season 2 heroic raid gear, which is kind of insane. Imagine getting a heroic raid piece of gear before the season even starts. That's how powerful this ring is supposed to be, so everyone will want to make sure they get the ring unlocked and upgrade it as the weeks go by. Upgrading your ring is super easy. You should have another pink important quest called Uncovered Mysteries. This quest rewards you with the ability to find hidden treasures, as well as a raw singing citrine. When used on your ring, the raw singing citrine will increase its item level by 3 or 4 up to that 658 cap. So just go complete that quest, use the upgrade item, and your ring and gems will be that much more powerful. We should get one of these pink triangle important quests per week. Each quest asks you to do something new and will reward you with a zone-wide bonus, like being able to move through water faster, find hidden enemies, trigger your ring powers all at once, and the last reward unlocks the ability to fly on the Siren Isle. So you will eventually be able to take to the skies again, you just need to keep up with these weekly quests. Each quest rewards you with an upgrade item for your ring, so it will take about 6 weeks of getting these quests done to reach that item level 658 cap and to fully power up your Cyrces Circlet. Just keep coming back, complete the pink triangle quests, and you'll have your super overpowered ring in no time. After you complete the Fill Up the Bar weekly quest, you will also unlock the ability to enter the Storm mode of Siren Isle. You can do this by visiting Susie Bolt Wrench. Storm mode is basically just another instance of the Siren Isle, so you can toggle this on or off whenever you want. You don't have to wait for a specific time or event to start or anything like that. You can hop back and forth as often as you wish. You'll have another Fill Up the Bar quest, which is super easy to complete. You just have to kill stuff in Storm mode. Be careful though, the monsters in the Storm are a bit harder to deal with, but if you look around Susie, you should find some equipment to help deal some massive damage. We currently have access to the crawler mines and a grenade launcher, but more options should open up next week. Grab something that goes boom and kill as many monsters as you can. The quest will reward you with a piece of champion track gear in a box, so if you still need some gear upgrades, that could be a useful reward to pick up. You can also find additional weekly quests inside the Storm if you want to farm some more currency for other rewards. That's kind of it quest-wise for the Storm mode, but it is important to note that certain rewards can only be worked towards or unlocked in the Storm mode of Siren Isle. The most notable would be the Storm Crow Mount Theria. That involves a lot of rares and kills inside the Storm, so just keep that in mind. Now at this point, it's kind of up to you what you want to spend your time on. You can complete the weekly quests to earn more currency to spend on a bunch of cosmetics. The quest hub has several vendors with mounts, pets, and plenty of transmog to buy and collect, so it may be worth perusing through their wares to see if anything takes your fancy. Some of this stuff is quite expensive, so you'll need to keep up with your weekly quests and Flame Blessed Iron earnings if you want to unlock it all. You can also purchase item level 584 catch-up gear for any of your characters or alts that may have been left behind in the past, or for any of your freshly dinged characters that you level up in this patch. All of this stuff is war-bound gear, so you can trade it to whichever character you would prefer, or just pop it in your warband bank. Most of the items also seem to be fairly cheap too, so you should be able to get your alts kitted out in full veteran gear very quickly. It's worth noting that this gear does also seem to drop from rares and treasures on the isle itself, so if you want to save your Flame Blessed Iron for other rewards, be sure to kill any rares that pop up on your map and open any treasures that you come across. When you've done everything you want to on Siren Isle, there are some new story quests for us to work through as well. You can find Illyria in the Foundation Hall, right next to where we started the Siren Isle quests, and she should have the quest Lingering Shadows. You'll meet some familiar faces, explore what might lie below Azj-Kahet, and you'll learn a bit more about where we're going next. If this quest doesn't pop up, you may need to complete the initial War Within max level story campaign. When you open your quest log, if you see the War Within campaign at the top right and you haven't completed it on at least one character, you might need to get that squared away first. Now there is another set of story quests in this patch, but they're not available just yet. You can see Khadgar in the Foundation Hall right next to where the 11.1 prologue quests start, and he has a timer above his head. It's currently set for 21 days, so the quests involving the Kirin tour and exploring their options after the fall of Dalaran should become available when this timer expires in about 3 weeks. So these quests should unlock on January 7th, which means we have something new to look forward to in the new year. The anniversary event is also still running until early January, so if there's any rewards for achievements you haven't managed to pick up just yet, you still have plenty of time to get those done. The weekly quests on Siren Isle, any of your rare kills, and event completions all seem to reward you with bronze celebration tokens as well, so they can help you pick up some last minute rewards. And then this patch also included a huge overhaul for how gear progression and crest acquisition works. You'll now be able to earn more crests for pushing higher Mythic Plus keys, and the trade-up bags are much cheaper too. The nascent gilded crests for upgrading crafted gear are also a lot cheaper than they previously were, and on top of all of that, a lot of Mythic Plus dungeons received quite a lot of nerfs as well, so it could be a great time to farm some gear upgrades or work on any seasonal goals you might still have left. That's most of the content that we have access to right now, but there are 2 special events coming in the new year as well. The Turbulent Timeways event and Plunderstorm will become available in January, so we have even more content to look forward to. But that's everything to do in patch 1107 and what we would recommend you get done first, so that's it for this video. What are you going to be working on in patch 11.0.7, and what do you think of the Cyrces Circlet ring from what you've seen so far? Leave all your thoughts in the comment section below. A big thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and to all of our members here on YouTube. You can see the names floating by on screen. If you're interested in supporting the channel, you can find links in the description or click the join button just below the video. If you enjoyed the video or found it useful in any way, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you're always kept up to date. Thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.